Hey, Amy from the blog LostMeLife.com, and today I want to show you how to make nourishing and moisturizing whipped body butter. All you need to make this recipe is technically 3 ingredients, but you can also add some essential oils, which would be 4 ingredients, and it's really simple to make. You just need a little bit of patience. So let's get started making it. So I'm going to start with making a double boiler, and how you do that is you add a couple inches of water to a pan, and then you have a glass bowl that you can set on top. So I have my glass bowl here and I have my water heating up, and to this bowl I'm just going to add a half a cup of coconut oil. Then I'm going to add 1/4 cup of shea butter. You could also use cocoa butter, and the consistency will be a little bit thicker after you whip it. Then I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of oil. I'm using jojoba oil today. This is one of my favorite oils and I always have it on hand, but you also could use apricot oil or olive oil, avocado oil, something really nourishing for your skin. Now if you wanted, you could also add a little bit of vitamin E. And then I'm just going to put this over my water and then let it melt together. And it might take a few minutes, stir it occasionally, and I like to keep it over just like a medium heat. You don't want it boiling too much, just a nice gentle heat. You'll notice pretty quickly that the coconut oil will start to melt. It starts to melt over 74 degrees, and so it melts pretty quickly. The shea butter, on the other hand, takes a little bit longer. Alright, so it's just about totally melted, so I'm going to take it off the heat and then add essential oils. If you want to have the essential oils now, you can, or you can add them while you're whipping. I'm going to do a few drops of essential oils. You need about 10 to 20, just depending on how fragrant you like it, how much you want to add. I'm going to do about 10 drops of wild orange and 10 drops of lavender. I'm really liking this combination right now. Orange can be photosensitive, but there isn't that much in here. And I usually wear this at nighttime. Just choose your favorite essential oils that you like to add to your skin. Mix it up, and then this is the hard part. I'm going to throw this in the refrigerator, and you're going to want to let it chill for about an hour, maybe even 2 hours. You just want to check it because you want it to get more solid, but you don't want it to be hard as a rock because then it won't be able to whip. So you want to kind of a lot thicker, but not totally solid, if that makes sense. So I'm going to stick this in the fridge, and then when we come back, I will whip it up. You could also let it just cool on the countertop. And if you're really doing, you can put it in the freezer. I don't like doing that just because it's already hot, so I don't want the bowl to break, but you definitely can do that too. And if you do put it in the freezer, you just want to make sure to keep more of an eye on it so it really does not get solid. So now my body butter is at the right consistency. It's a little bit still soft, but it is much harder. I'm going to add it to my mixer, and then I'm going to whip it up, and it should get nice and fluffy and kind of almost look like whipped cream. Now, if you do say go beyond the point of it is super hard, you can melt it just a little bit more to break it up, make sure it is softer. And you can do that in the microwave or even just on a pan, like a double boiler. All right, so now I'm gonna add all of my body butter to my mixer, and then I'm gonna whip it up until it's nice and fluffy. It will resemble like frosting. So I'm just gonna turn this on low and then work up to medium-high speed until it's nice and fluffy. All right, now it is all light and fluffy, and so I am just going to put it in a jar. I have this swing top lid one that I really like, and this makes such a wonderful gift. I've actually gifted this to a few friends recently, one that had a baby, another one that had surgery, and so it's just a really nice, luxurious, and thoughtful gift that is really simple to make. So I'm just gonna add it to my jar here. To make it extra fancy, you could add a few sprinkles of, say, dried flowers on top, which really has zero purpose minus to look pretty. And you'll notice that this will continue to thicken as it cools. All right, there you go. Whipped body butter, super simple. I do find that you can use a little bit, goes a long way, and that won't feel so greasy. Another thing is if you do feel like it is greasy, you can add 1.5 teaspoons of arrowroot starch to help absorb the extra oil. But I like it just the way it is. I usually don't add the arrowroot to it. I just use a teeny tiny little bit and then rub it in well, and that seems to be what works best for me. In the description below, I'll share where I get all of the ingredients, and I'll also link to the blog post that has all the instructions and tips and tricks, everything you need to know about how to make your own whipped body butter. Thanks so much for stopping by. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I share 2 new videos every week on simple recipes, DIY projects, and natural living products. And I hope you enjoy your body butter.